Hey guys, so I promised you I'd be back to create mason jar bouquets. I just finished one. I sent it off. I sent a picture to my mom and my sisters, and they love them. So this is what we're making. These are going to be on the tables at my my twin sisters, joint engagement party this coming weekend, weather permitting. Hurricane Florence, we don't really know where she's going right now, but I don't think we're getting a direct hit, but we might get some of the rain and wind. So hopefully that doesn't happen. We have a good weekend. But anyway, back to what we're making. They want to do like a fall rustic theme. So I said, you know what, I'm in charge of the decoration. So I said, I'll do like mason jar bouquets for the tables. So here's what you have. Start with a quart mason jar. Then I got this really pretty ribbon from Michael's, which I might actually have to go back and get a little more. But we're gonna see how many I can make with what I have. So anyway, this is a pretty like burlap ribbon, and it has a like a mint green velvety feel. Hey Christina, velvety feel stripe down the middle of it. So what I'm doing, let me see, is my glue gun, yeah. Okay, my glue gun is almost ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just a little frazzled because I have stuff all over the place, and I usually cannot think when I'm full of clutter all over. So we're gonna do my best though. So what I'm gonna do is start by putting a little hot glue on the ends of my ribbon, just so I could set it in place on the mason jar. And what I like to do is start it kind of on whatever's gonna be my back and right in the center, and watch your fingers. I burnt myself way too many times. I'm surprised I still have fingerprints. And then we're gonna just go around the jar and keep adding glue until you get to the back. At this point, you could just like kind of glue your jar. So just get this done. Now you could leave them plain if you want, but what I did was I put a flower in the middle just to add a little more like fall y'all, fall y'all feel. And just to make sure that the end is neat, I'm gonna fold it over just so you have a nice seam. And that's gonna be glued in place too. So let's just finish this up here. I'm surrounded by flowers and leaves and pumpkins. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but. Okay, so, ooh, did you see that I just made like spider webs? So that's all set in place. What I did was I got, ooh, where are they? Here they are, hang on. Okay. I got this really pretty bouquet from Michael's. We went over the weekend, we picked out stuff, my sisters and I, and we went to Michael's and we spent a lot of time in the floral aisle. Everything was like 40% off. Of course, yesterday I get an email. Here's an extra 20% off your purchase, and if you spend $40, you get a free candle. I'm like, where were you on Saturday? But so I got this pretty bouquet of sunflowers and leaves and fall florals. They had these little guys on them, which is what I'm going to glue right onto the center of the jar, so you have a look like that. What you may need to do is cut that little end off just so it lays a little flatter. So make sure you have a good pair of craft scissors handy, as well as wire cutters, because you're gonna need those to take the stems off, which is what I did to my first bouquet. I just kind of separated everything so I could put everything together and see how it looked. So I'm just gonna glue this little flower right into the center, right like that. Just hold it in place for a little bit. That's how it's gonna look. Real cute, right? So what I wanted to do to hide, because We have all sorts of stems going on in here. I just wanted to hide them a little bit. So what I did was I just added a little moss to the bottom. Do you see that? Which I have a ton for making terrariums and stuff. So, I see people joining. Hi guys, hope you're having a good morning so far. Good Monday morning. It's raining here in Jersey, so it's a good day to get my craft on. Now this is gonna get a little messy. Thank you, super cute, thank you. So I'm just kind of shoving moss down in here, making a mess. It's okay. We're allowed to make messes. Which you should see my floor right now, and I'm not gonna show you my floor. It's just parts of flowers and glue and moss. That's how we craft around here. So now I have my moss. I just filled it about halfway because the ribbon's gonna hide the stems too. So it's hidden with the hidden with the ribbon, and then also you have just a little moss down there. Now comes the fun part. Now we're gonna start arranging. So like I said, I already had stems that I just snipped off with wire cutters. The first jar I made, you could see it's a little like creamy colored, light in color. I'm gonna go and alternate these. So say like instead of this one that I just did had a scarecrow in it. I got these little picks. So we got scarecrows, and I also bought corn. So the corn's gonna be in place of the scarecrow. Let's see, I used, okay, so instead of, let's say, the creamy colored sunflower, I'm gonna use the bright and vibrant classic yellow sunflower. I used the, oh, yeah, I like the idea not only, oh, okay, yes. Thank you. Yeah, you could totally mix and match what you're doing with different pumpkins. If it, like I said, Michael's had a ton of fall stuff. It's all on sale right now, so I got everything super cheap. So yeah, I have these in the first one. So now I'm gonna alternate. And I got, this guy looks a little taller. These white pumpkins instead. So definitely mix and match your colors. I've even seen like pretty pastels. If you saw a few weeks ago, on the blog, I showed my wreath that's actually on the door right now. It's a fall pastel wreath. So it's not your traditional fall colors. There's like light lilac purples. I can't talk coral oranges, you know, pinks. I even put like some succulents in it, some eucalyptus. So you can have fun. You can play around with color. Even though it's fall, doesn't mean you have to stick with the traditional fall colors. Yeah, don't you love the white pumpkins? I actually favor the white pumpkins over the orange pumpkins. So this is basically where we're going right now. I'm trying to see what else I have in here. Okay, so what else I did was I got these pretty maple leaves too. And again, instead of just like your rusty oranges. Yes, oh, thank you, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw a couple weeks ago I posted, I'm getting totally off topic here, but I have my cabinet, my china cabinet, which I had such trouble decorating, but I got rid of like all the glass in there a few months ago, and then I just had baskets in there, and for fall I was like, you know what, I'm putting every single one of my pumpkins in my cabinet. So that's what I got going on right now, is a full, it makes me so happy to look at too. So I got my full cabinet of pumpkins, and I can't wait for Halloween because I'm going to spook it up, but let's not get off topic. So I have my pretty maple leaves that I'm going to arrange two in there. And I also got these guys here. So these do have a little bit of that rusty orange in them. Just another little pop of color. So we're going to pop that in there too. Now, what I suggest is kind of bundle up your bouquet how you want it to look in your mason jar. Also, I would stagger the heights too. You don't want everything the same level. So I got like, you could see those in the back, scarecrow sticking up high, pumpkins a little higher. The flower is kind of a focal point. in the middle. So now, where I started these though is with the flowers. So put everything else to the side for now, because you could add that in. It might take you like a few times to get your arrangement right. You also want to have a good pair of wire cutters handy, because let me tell you, some of the wires in here are super thick. So this guy, you could see, is going to be a little taller. I don't want him this tall. So I'm going to cut him a little low. So we're going to see, let's see, this guy. I'm telling you, there it goes. All right. That's a lot better. And if you want, you could also remove these bottom leaves too. Yeah, we wouldn't be us if we got off topic, Christina. That's just how we are. I always say I think I have a little like ADD because I'm constantly going like, ooh, look at this. Yeah. Not to offend anybody with actual ADD, but okay. So keep clipping until you get to where you want. So we're gonna start, I might actually go just a touch lower. It's always better to start with more. Okay, I have pieces flying, stems just flying everywhere. It's fun. Okay, there we go. That's the height I like. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding behind this my other flowers. So I should probably take the tags off of some of this stuff too. So I asked my mom when she put me in charge of all the decorations, I said, so how many of these vases do we want on the table? And she said about 8. But also along with the vases, I'm doing like lighted branches. I'm doing tea light candles, mason jars. I don't think there's going to be that many tables, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to group them together. I have different things that I could bring over. I have wood slices that we could set them on. I have like galvanized tub bucket things, you know. So you can make it look real cute, rustic. Oh, Hunter's coming to join the party. So this guy I think is a good height right here. So we're just going to stick him right on the side. Actually, you know what? He lied. I'm just gonna cut it a little bit. Ooh, this guy's a little hard to cut. Oh my God, okay. Here we go. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is put the pumpkin in next. And he looks like he's a good height, but we'll see when we stick him in there. That actually might work. So this is where we're looking at right now, is just a few little things. Hey everyone, thank you for joining. We're just creating these fall rustic looking bouquets right now. Mason jars, this is one that is completed. I'm making them for my sister's engagement party, hopefully, fingers crossed, weather permitting, this weekend. So like I said, you want to start with just a few simple pieces and then build up from there. So now that I have just a few things in a few different heights, you want to draw your eye to different places. I like to put the leaves in the back. So we're just gonna, ooh, the leaves are falling. Stick him in here. Okay, oh, that looks good. Okay, I like it. And next we have these really cute little corn picks that I got. So these are gonna go, yeah, that's a good height. This guy is gonna go right in here. Just move your bouquet around until you like where it's looking, and there we go. I think we're done. What do you think, guys? I'm gonna try and do this without dumping it out. So you got the leaves over there, you got one of the flowers, you have the pumpkin pick over there, and your little ear of corn, which those are just so cute. So I have this guy here with a little yellow, classic yellow sunflower. And then, like I said, I have this guy here that I did. Thank you. I have this guy here that I did with a creamy white sunflower, which if these are available in nature, I want to know where, because I haven't seen one this color. Somebody tell me, because I'm going to go find them. So I think this is basically going to be the look. We're going to alternate between scarecrows and ears of corn. A very cute fall-like centerpiece, super easy to do. Like I said, everything is already 40% off at Michael's, so they're going to be cute little cheap arrangements. I bought 2 of everything as far as the big bouquets go. These little guys, I just bought 1 for each jar. I feel like I'm in a forest right now, so let's just spread them out a little bit. These I got, I can't find any more of my scarecrows. They're hidden underneath a bunch of flowers. But these I got, like I alternated. I got, I think, 4 ears of corn and then 4 different scarecrows. I got 2 large branches of leaves. And I already had these in my giant tote of fake flowers up in the attic. Yeah, I'm kind of like a flower hoarder. Plus, these you can't kill, so you'll have them forever. So that, I think, is where... Oh, here we go. Here's another one. These little guys is what I got. So that is basically it. That is your easy little fall bouquet. Like I said, these are quart mason jars. Plus, I got a burlap-style ribbon with a stripe around it. Then you add the moss to the bottom, just so you can cover up the stems a little bit. And then you start arranging your bouquet. Like I said, have a really good pair of wire cutters, because some of these wires are really tough to get through. You're gonna need a little manpower in there. You could leave the ribbon plain if you want on here. I just thought the flower was a nice little extra touch. So what you want to do is pop these off the stems and then trim them down, because you could see that sticks up a little bit. You want to trim them down so you can pop them onto the ribbon in the middle, and that's that. So if you have any fall gatherings coming up, or you just need a nice little centerpiece for, say, your dining room table, which I am planning on taking one of these back home when the party's over. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed my little craft. Maybe I'll do more of these lives. I don't know. Maybe I'll be better at it next time I do it too. Oh, hey, Anthony. Hope college is going well. I'll see you this weekend. And we'll chat all about that. So that's it, guys. I'm going to save this video. I haven't put anything on my YouTube channel, so I think I might pop this onto my YouTube channel. Miss you, love you, and I'm glad it's going great, Aunt. So yeah, this will be up on my YouTube channel, hopefully. And then I'm gonna have a full tutorial on my blog on Friday. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I hope you have a really awesome, maybe not so rainy day, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining.